Right, so WrestleMania. It's this Sunday, and it's closer than I expected it would be. And obviously, now that Monday Night Raw and SmackDown have finished now until WrestleMania, and obviously we do have NXT. Well, technically last night for you guys. WrestleMania is right around the corner. It's the closest show, and it's the perfect time really to do our predictions because there's nothing else to be developed. Except, of course, the fact that The Undertaker and John Cena match hasn't been confirmed yet. Which, personally, I'm not a massive fan of that build. But whatever. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I imagine it probably still will do, considering all the hype they've given it. It'd be quite interesting if they didn't, in fact. But if they do the match, here's the first prediction. I reckon Undertaker will win. It'll be his last match, his actual last match. He'll go out with a win, which is ideal, really. That's what you'd hope. If John Cena wins, then it's a bit bizarre because he didn't really need a win, and it seems like he's starting to end his career as well. So I don't know, but that's the first prediction of this video. Let's get into the actual confirmed matches now, of which there are 13. So get some popcorn and get your little notepads out and start comparing notes with me. Start predicting your own sort of results and everything. And we're starting off with the most exciting thing, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Wow. I know. It's so exciting. I'm excited as well. And I just, honestly, it's one of the most unpredictable matches on the card because no one gives a fuck, basically. No one gives a shit. So whoever wins, it's like, fine, whatever. I'm going to throw my 2 cents out and say it's going to be Bray Wyatt. Obviously, he was thrown into the Lake of Reincarnation by Matt Hardy, which I thought was interesting. And obviously, if he decides to come back, I'd rather him come back in the Battle Royal, win that, than tag team with Braun Strowman and just become Braun's bitch. Like, I'd rather that not happen. I'd rather Braun get a different partner, and I'll talk about that later. Just because it'd be a bit more interesting. And if Bray Wyatt comes back, wins a Battle Royal, and then goes on a bit of a run, cool. If not, oh well. You know, it's fine. No one cares about the Battle Royal. We'll get into the next one, which matters a little bit more, the Women's Battle Royal. This one's obviously the inaugural Women's Battle Royal. It's the trophy looks odd. It looks odd. We'll agree with that. Basically, with this Battle Royal, the story going in has been Sasha and Bayley's friendship has gone tits up, and they're battering each other now. And they hate each other, essentially. They're not very good friends anymore, which is a shame. Although we've been begging for this, and honestly, on the build-up, I thought they were just going to announce that these two would have a singles match, which personally I'd have preferred. But the fact that they're in it makes it interesting because people are going to say either Sasha's going to win it or Bayley's going to win it, because obviously these two are the story around the match, pretty much, besides the fact that it's history once again. But basically, what I think is that's not going to happen. I don't think either of them are going to win. And I'm saying this like it's some kind of groundbreaking prediction. Like, you know, no one's going to say that one of these two aren't going to win. But I'm going to say these two aren't going to win. I'm going to say, specifically, Bayley is going to eliminate Sasha Banks. Not early on, but early-ish. Sasha Banks is going to get back into the ring, toss Bayley out, they're going to brawl a little bit, and they'll have a little bit of a rivalry going into post-WrestleMania season. And I want/predict that Becky Lynch will win, because she's had a shit year, all things considered. Nothing's really gone her way. When Charlotte joined SmackDown, I think a lot of people hoped that she would go into a bit of a heel role and fight Charlotte for the championship. That never happened. Obviously, Natalya got a bit of a run. Naomi, who deserved a run, got a run as well. Then you had Charlotte get the title eventually, and then the Riot Squad came in and no one gave a fuck, and it was just like, yeah, whatever. And obviously she didn't win the Money in the Bank either, so I think it'd be nice if she did win something this year. And the inaugural Women's Battle Royal match, I think that'd be decent. It'd be okay. It means she's picking up momentum going into the new season after WrestleMania. I think that'd be good. But yeah, that's my predictions for the Battle Royals. Let me know if yours are different, because obviously the men's Battle Royal could go anywhere. Mojo Rawley won it last year, and look where he is now. Honestly, top of the world right now. Lucky him. But now we're moving on to the 11 other confirmed matches that aren't Battle Royals, where you have to throw people over the top rope, as you'll get told at least 50 times in the first 10 minutes of the show. The first of which being for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It's the triple threat. It's going to be the Usos against New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers. Now, this one is an interesting one because, first of all, it's going to be fucking brilliant as long as they let them all do their thing, because we all know those three teams have it in them to pull out a fantastic tag team match. The Usos and the New Day have been doing it all through 2017 and did it a month ago before, obviously, the Bludgeon Brothers came and battered them both. I expect the Bludgeon Brothers to batter them both again, almost like the Authors of Pain revival DIY kind of thing at NXT about a year ago now, I think. Fucking hell, that's a... Oh, I feel old. And while it would be smart for me to predict that the Bludgeon Brothers would win the championships at WrestleMania, I'm gonna say the Usos retain. I'm gonna go with that. I think the Usos are fucking fantastic. I think they're the best tag team in the WWE at the moment, bar none. And you know, they've got the whole lockdown thing going on, but genuinely they are fucking brilliant. So I hope they retain and then go into a bit of a feud with the Bludgeon Brothers afterwards, where eventually they do get the titles. And then obviously the New Day can go to Raw because that tag team division is a little bit shit, whereas the SmackDown one has got a little bit more to it, a little bit. Obviously it needs a few additions here and there. But yeah, I think I'd like to see the Usos win. I'd be happy whichever way it goes, honestly. I wouldn't mind if the New Day won. I wouldn't mind if the Usos won. Hey, if the New Day won, maybe the Usos go to Raw. I don't know. But yeah, whoever wins that match, I'm not going to be mad. I'm just going to predict the Usos because I like them. So, smart. And from one tag team championship match to the next, we're going to talk about Braun Strowman's opportunity against The Bar. And obviously, there's two things to predict here. First of all, will Braun Strowman and his partner win? And also, who will be Braun Strowman's partner? Now, obviously, there are a lot of rumours that it's probably going to be Elias. And that's not a big problem for me. Elias is fine. It'd be quite funny, I guess, for a bit. But I don't really want to see that. I think what I want to see... And I don't know if a lot of people are going to say this because it's a bit under the radar. It's not like some returning legend or whatever, or Elias. It's Neville. I want to see Neville team up with Braun. I think they'd be a fucking fantastic tag team. You know, you have Neville as like the small, scary dude who's like, you know, I will kill you, I will break your arms off and make you submit. And then if you don't want to go with him, you've got Braun Strowman who's 7 foot kill you, and you know, can kill you. I want to see those two, and I want to see Braun Strowman and Neville get the win. And I think The Bar, maybe they go to SmackDown after that, and it'll be all great, dandy, lovely stuff. And yeah, that's what I want to see from that match. I think it'll be great. Braun's been fantastic. He deserves a title match at WrestleMania, even if it's not the one you'd have hoped for. Maybe you'd have hoped for more. I don't really know. I think where he's at right now is fine considering everything. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be a good match. We've got a good card this year, actually, the more I think about it. It's a pretty good card. And we've only talked about, what, 4 or 5 matches now? Let's move on to the next one. The next one is talking about the Cruiserweight division, and we're talking about the Cruiserweight Championship. Obviously, there's been a tournament leading up to WrestleMania. If you haven't watched any of it, you should probably check it out, because it's actually been the best part of 205 Live since it started, honestly. It's almost like the Cruiserweight Classic, which was obviously unbelievable. And obviously, the finalists are Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. And obviously, whichever way this goes, I don't think anyone's going to be mad. These two are great wrestlers. They're going to put on a great match, even if it is on the pre-show, which is a bit of a shame. I'm just going to guess that it will be Cedric Alexander because he's good. He's had chances, and I think he deserves to get the title. He's got the right look, and he's got a fucking great finisher, by the way, the lumbar check. I love it. And so does Mustafa Ali, to be fair, the inverted 450. That defies logic. But yeah, I'm just going to go with Cedric Alexander because he's quite handsome, isn't he? He's a good-looking lad. And so is Mustafa. No offence, you're a good-looking lad, but yeah. So now we're going to talk about the first Women's Championship match, and that for me is going to be the Raw's Championship match. Is going to be Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. And Alexa Bliss has been, honestly, the most entertaining part of the entire women's division for the last year and a bit, probably. She's absolutely amazing, honestly. The Miz of the women's division, you might say, because she's just the best heel in the company. Like, I'd say, actually, who's a better heel in WWE than Alexa Bliss? Like, better, not as good as, or on the same level. Who is better? Like, the Miz, maybe. Samoa Joe at times could be. Kevin Owens, maybe. Jinder Mahal? No. But no, genuinely, like, she's brilliant. And, frankly, she's so good, I hope she gets decimated by Nia Jax. Like, it's simple as that. I hope Nia Jax wins the title. I'm going to predict that she does, even if Mickie James gets involved and everything, which makes me think that maybe Alexa will retain. But I'm just going to go that Nia Jax gets the win. She deserves it. She's been in the company long enough without a championship to warrant one at this point. So I hope Nia Jax beats the piss out of Alexa Bliss for like 5 minutes. The match ends, and Nia Jax is your new Raw Women's Champion. That would be fantastic. And the next Women's Championship match is one that I genuinely think could steal the entire show. It could be the best match of the night. It's Charlotte Flair defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Asuka. And frankly, if there's any two women that could put on the best match of the night, it's those two. Charlotte's fantastic. She's not had a great year in terms of like, you know, blowing everything away like she did with Sasha Banks on Raw 2 years ago now. But nevertheless, she's a brilliant wrestler. She puts on great matches whenever she needs to. And Asuka, if you haven't watched her streak at NXT mainly, because the one on Raw hasn't been quite so well booked in my opinion, she's fucking amazing. She's absolutely amazing. And obviously the obvious prediction would be Asuka's going to win. And that is my prediction. I do think Asuka will win. However, if she was to lose on Sunday at WrestleMania to Charlotte Flair, I think there are worse ways that she could lose the streak. Like, you know, if you're going to lose this streak, which she will do eventually, she will lose the streak, I imagine anyway, then losing to Charlotte Flair on the grandest stage of them all, that's not the worst way to do it. It's far better than losing to like Dana Brooke on Monday Night Raw, isn't it? Or Main Event, or Mixed Match Challenge. It's good. If she loses on a WrestleMania, I won't be too mad, but I think she'll win, and I expect her to win. And I expect it will be one of the best matches of the night. So there we go. That's that. Let's move on to the next match that I can think of off the top of my head, which is the United States Championship match. Randy Orton, Rusev, Jinder Mahal, and Bobby Roode. Randy Orton obviously being the champion going into it. Who will win the match? I hope Rusev. The crowd was going ballistic for Rusev on Tuesday before WrestleMania. And I hope he wins because he deserves it. But I can see Randy Orton retaining, to be honest. I don't know why, I just can. He hits an RKO to everyone, pins them, match done. Pins everyone. Because, yeah. So that's my prediction for that match. Let's move on to the next match, the other mid-card championship, which is a lot more exciting. It is The Miz versus Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins, obviously for the Intercontinental Championship. And this match, if all things go to plan for them, that will steal the show. That will be a show stealer. That will be a WrestleMania classic. Because The Miz, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor are three of the very best on the whole roster. And if I had said 6 years ago that The Miz was one of the best on the whole roster, you'd have probably had me fucking flogged in public. That's what had probably happened to me. But now, he's one of the best in the company, most reliable in the company, and he deserves to take some time off after WrestleMania, which is why Finn Balor's going to win the championship, not Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is going to go after the Universal Championship, I hope. And they're going to have a little bit of a thing. Obviously, I'd like to see Finn Balor go for the Universal Championship after this if Seth Rollins wins. And it may well happen. But I'm going to go with Finn Balor because I just want to see him with a championship because I love Finn Balor. He's great. Don't you love Finn Balor? Finn Balor's lovely. He's fantastic. Everyone likes him. Look, he's got such a nice smile. Just, yeah. I want Finn Balor to win the championship. I think Miz deserves some time off. And I think Seth Rollins will be fine without winning the Intercontinental Championship. Finn Balor, I think, needs the championship, so I'm going to go ahead and say he's going to win it. And yeah, that's my prediction. I hope it's going to be a great match. I expect it will be. And let's now go on to some of the other matches in the show. So now we've got the two matches where you've got the GMs involved. Obviously, you've got Daniel Bryan making his return. Thank the fucking scientists and doctors, frankly, that managed to get that happen. That was incredible. Daniel Bryan is back, everyone. Amazing. And he's teaming up with Shane McMahon, who no one gives a fuck about, against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. It's going to be good, I imagine, at least, as long as Shane McMahon stays out of the fucking way, because no one likes Shane McMahon, I hope. And Daniel Bryan gets to kick everyone's ass, then happy days. And I hope Daniel Bryan gets the win, because, you know, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they get to go on Raw after that, and they'll be fine. And, you know, Daniel Bryan can go ahead, become a roster member on SmackDown, face off against Shinsuke and AJ Styles and everyone, and just have a great year on SmackDown. It's going to be so cool on SmackDown. It's going to be so cool, I hope. You know, you've got Shinsuke, you've got AJ Styles, you've got Daniel Bryan. You could have someone come up from NXT, you know. Imagine how that's I mean, yeah. Woo! Yeah. It gets me excited. It gets me excited. But my prediction is Daniel Bryan will win that one. And as for Ronda Rousey making her debut on Monday Night Raw on WrestleMania, teaming up with Kurt Angle against The Authority, Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, I don't so much care about the fact that Kurt Angle and Triple H are reuniting at WrestleMania. More so, I care that Ronda Rousey removes every limb from Stephanie McMahon and beats her with them, and so she's a bloody pulp, basically. And we never see Stephanie McMahon again. And Ronda Rousey enters the WWE stage in a great way. I hope Ronda Rousey wins. If she loses, which she won't, she will win. It's the easiest prediction of the night. Then I might just have to just stop watching entirely. I might just give up. And now we move on to the two main events, the two biggest matches of the night. And I swear to God, if AJ Styles and Shinsuke kick off the night, I'll be writing an angry letter that will do nothing at all, ultimately. But yeah, it's AJ Styles defending the WWE Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. And again, this match is going to probably be the best match of the night. If you haven't seen the Wrestle Kingdom 10 show, watch it. Fuck me. Wow. It's amazing. It's amazing. Watch it. Because, yeah, you know what? Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles are the two best wrestlers in the company, arguably two of the best wrestlers in the entire world, and they're gonna put on a clinic. They're gonna put on an absolute WrestleMania classic, one of the best of possibly all time. And I will predict that Shinsuke Nakamura will get the win, because he's not won a championship yet on the main roster. He deserves to. Becoming the WWE champion in the main event of WrestleMania, not a bad way to do it. And AJ Styles doesn't lose any momentum. He doesn't get buried because he loses to Shinsuke. Like, he'll be fine. He'll be absolutely fine if he loses the championship. He gets a rematch, unless he wants to go to Raw, which he won't. I don't think he'll go to Raw. It wouldn't make much sense to me. Like, you know, his whole thing is it's the house that AJ Styles built is SmackDown. And, like, if he went to Raw, it'd be like, well, you didn't build this one. What are you doing here? So, you know, because you've got Monday Night Rollins, he's going to stay on Raw. You've got the house that AJ Styles built on SmackDown, AJ Styles is going to stay there. Those two, I don't think, it wouldn't make sense if they swapped for me. That would be a bit stupid. But having said that, yeah, Shinsuke will win, in my opinion, and AJ Styles will have a rematch, and then we'll see Daniel Bryan get involved, and it'll be fucking wonderful, and I'll be happy for the rest of my life. And that leads us now to the main event, or probably the match that will close the show. It is Brock Lesnar against Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. And I know a lot of people are being like, oh, this is going to suck, this is going to be shit, no one likes Roman Reigns, no one likes Brock Lesnar. Hang on. If you remember WrestleMania 31, this match happened. Didn't finish because obviously Seth Rollins got involved and won the championship, and that was amazing. But the match they had beforehand was fucking great. It was a really good match, and you know what? I like Roman Reigns, and I think he'll put on a great match. Roman Reigns can put on a great match. Brock Lesnar puts one on when he needs to, and I think it'll be a really good match. I think Roman Reigns will win, obviously, because I am a sane human being. And, you know, when he wins the championship, the only thing I'm concerned about is the fact that he'll probably hold it for quite a while. Because I would like to see, you know, Samoa Joe hold it. I'd like to see Braun Strowman hold it. I'd like to see Finn Balor hold it. I'd like to see Dean Ambrose come back and hold it for a bit. You know, it's like, it's just, I expect Roman Reigns will just hold it for a while, which is a bit of a shame. Having said that, I do hope he wins the title, because I can't stand more of Brock Lesnar, honestly. So yeah, that's my predictions basically for the entire show now. I've actually finished. Holy shit, that's amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think's going to happen for every match. Let me know if you think I'm an absolute lunatic for predicting the things I predicted. And make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Give me that bit of support. Give me that bit of an ego boost. And yeah, I'll see you all for the next video. I'll probably do an NXT TakeOver prediction as well, because why not? I don't think there are as many matches on that one. It'll be easy to do. And yeah, make sure you check out WrestleMania. I'm sure it'll be a great one. And also check out my Universe mode, because it's been fantastic. I'm doing Money in the Bank soon. Yeah, that'll be good. Anyway, yeah, see you all in a bit. Bye.